All right, so we're back. Whimpering waste time. Actually, I haven't seen these. So no Spectro, which is fine because I don't like using Zani anyway. No Havoc, which the only Havoc unit I have is Frolova, so that's fine. I'm sure Frolova's still going to do really well in this anyway. You know what I mean? Like if I bring her into one of these teams, she's still just going to like dumpster some of these guys. And then no Glacio, which means no Carlotta, but I don't use Carlotta very much anyways. She's not very good for this game mode, regardless. So take that as you will. Look, they have new buffs here. Let's see, burning waves, whatever. These are the same. Exit the mistuned state, whatever that means. 9, 10, 11. Start. Okay, so here again, Falova is the only one we're not gonna be able to use. So I guess I'll bring Falova into this one. Concerto energy and resonance energy. So I always forget, but like yeah, have to if you're gonna use Frolova in Whimpering Waste, always put her in the one that gives her concerto energy because she can't use res energy anyway. Like it's always at 0. So yeah, just make sure whatever team you're gonna. It doesn't really matter what team you put her on. Just make sure she's on her preferred whatever. Is everybody here wearing their weapons? Yeah, I always have to check Chisa because sometimes I take her weapon off. Let's see. All right, what are these buffs anyway? Tune break. So I'm assuming I'm going to use this with Lene. So whatever team Lene's on, I'm throwing this on. And then Arrow and Electric, which is good because I'm either using Falova or I'm going to end up using Augusta. So either way, it's, both going to... They'll both do what I need them to do. We're just going to burn these two because I think these two are like the weakest ones. So it doesn't really matter that much. Let's try using Lene, see if she does anything helpful here. I think this is the first time I think this is the first time I use her in Whimpering Wastes, so we'll see how this goes. Because I've used her in Tower, I think, already. Just this is the first time it swaps back to this. I forgot who I was looking for. Actually, because that's actually kind of interesting. How about what if we do? It might be hard to do it without. Well, and then the other problem is I don't have. Okay, never mind. I'm like half thoughts here, but anyway, I was thinking you can run 3 damage dealers in this game mode because normally if I'm running fire, I'm usually running Lupa, Cheng Li, and Mortefi, right? That's kind of the main thing with fire. But I was wondering, um, if we can do that with triple DPS, would it try to make sense to run her, then Mortefi, and then her? Because Mortefi actually gets a decent amount of damage. I'm assuming, right? Again, I haven't tested any of this stuff, so I don't know. I don't really care enough to test it, but does so she gives out liberation damage. She gives out a bunch of different bonuses. However, I'm wondering if does she give out her liberation damage bonus to him, which she does, and he ults. Does that bonus last even when he's off the field? And I'm pretty sure it's not. I don't know. I have to look into this, but I don't remember if this game snapshots the way Genshin used to do. Because back then, like if you're running, what's her name? I think is it Chanli? No, it's the little girl that cooks, She's got the fire staff or whatever. Her ultimate is she spins the little blade, her staff around her in a circle. Um anyway, not just her specifically, but I'm just using her as an example. She's one of the starter characters that they give you. Anyway, when you do that, that circle goes around. Um that snapshot. So you can just dump all your buffs onto her and then activate her ult and then swap off of her. And for the duration of that ult, those buffs are active the entire time. So I don't know if this game has like snapshotting. I just can't be asked to go test that out, so I really don't care. We're just gonna go with this, I guess. Resonance energy. Yeah.
wither together. Last symphony of life. Heed the echoes.
The one
Witness.
thing with Frolova that I always forget to do is you have to press the ult button after you hold the basic attack to get her into her like mode up there or whatever. We didn't get the ult on her, but whatever, that's fine.
Such is their quest. Begone, wicked souls. True form revealed at last. Exonerate. Torrents rage on. Sounding the death knell. Windstorm.
Ult.
Sweep all away. Purge the impure. Oblivion. Absolute symphony of life.
Oh, I messed up. Yep. Oh, I messed up. Yep.
Where's rejoicing? Witness. Blossoms in wilt. Exiles in a preference converge. Flicker into form. A pivotal
Ult.
moment. Structural collapse. Cutting through the number. Crumble. If it's a duel you want, such is their quest. Oceans. Bow before me. Gale purified. Tides rise and crash. My
There we go.
blade. Purge all
This is the other issue is that they don't have the whatever.
annihilation. Thus you fall. Free with symphony of life.
Did we kill everybody?
Oh, never.
I thought there was still more time left, but I'm assuming that's all of them. That's interesting. How do I? Let's go. Filova's weapon really has boosted her damage like to ridiculous amounts. It's not even funny. I just realized that Lene's not wearing the gun she's supposed to be wearing. That's kind of irritating. Let's see if we can just do this real quick.
Loading. In war.
I'm not gonna waste time doing the whole rotation to get the concerto off. I'll come back to it later.
Tie a bow and call that my signature. Go over here. Need a ride, sweetheart? Pick it up. Fight by my side. Sing of my triumph. Stay calm. Loading. This is my moment. Yeah. Stand tall for the eternal sun. Yeah. It ends now.
Yeah, I don't know if Lene does a whole I don't know if she does a whole lot of AoE attack damage or whatever. It doesn't seem terrible, but I don't think obviously that's her main purpose. To some degree, Chisa's not too bad at it, but obviously, you know, Chisa's not really a damage dealer. She doesn't really.
Special delivery. Gold bow. Shake it up.
Isn't it hilarious that like the new tune break mechanic is such a pain that I'm pretty sure that buff that they talked about at the beginning, I'm pretty sure it's only there because you have to waste time to tune break them, and it takes time from your meter.
One strike is enough.
So instead of like, oh, you have to go whatever, it's whenever you get the bar full or whatever. I don't know. That might not be true. I probably don't know what that is exactly, but it's I think it's kind of funny that because that's like the one thing I don't like about the tune break mechanic is how annoying it is to have to like stop your momentum and go hit the tune break ability or whatever. It's just like some stupid quick time event. It's just like I don't care.
Loading. Drive safe. Don't blink. You'll miss the
I don't think she has her weapon. It's hard to tell. I can't like. She doesn't.
check this.
She doesn't use it very much. I'm not doing any damage, so that's probably I probably don't have it.
Fight by my side. Undying glory.
Ah, I had to wait. There's 6 seconds left. Oh look, they came in.
My
Let's see if I can kill them in 6 seconds. Oh, I did it. That was crazy. Yeah, I think she didn't have her weapon. I think we're losing a lot of DPS on that. Return. That's interesting. Whatever, 250, it doesn't matter. Let's go over here. I kind of want to try. I kind of want to try this using Falova because she's the only Havoc person on here, and I'm pretty sure even with her being there, we're still gonna just dumpster these guys. So I'm a little curious to try that. What else? Yeah, we'll just go in here and do this. Actually, what I could just end up doing is probably using fire here instead. What are the buffs again? Tune Rupture, Electro, and Arrow. So I'll have to use... I mean, I don't have to, but theoretically I want to use her. Who goes decent with her? Obviously Chisa. You know what? She's not too bad, right?
got a long
But this is anti-Havoc. Oop. Do I have her weapon?
where my blade.
She's not terrible.
I am here.
Yeah, she's not horrible, but she's also not built very well. I don't have her stuff ready. Who else is here? I'm probably I'm just gonna bring Frolova into this just to see what happens. I mean I don't think we're gonna do terribly, especially because I'm gonna use this one, the real one. Go away. Okay. Actually, what I might end up doing, right? Maybe. Oh, you know what I could do? Let's. What do I do? What if I do this? Because that could work too. Lene has enough buffs that are generic that aren't attack based that she could still buff Cardathea, and then down here I can use her and someone else, I guess. Like him, but then they both use the same weapon, so I can't really do that either. Maybe I can just use her. I'm missing out like 30% or 25% liberation damage bonus because she doesn't do anything, but whatever. Let's see. We'll bring in Arrow into this. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to what I was doing before. And we'll do this. Yeah. And then we'll bring you. Let's go change her weapon real quick.
The power to split and match
Yeah, she didn't have it on. Relativistic jet. Okay. That should make it a little easier. And then lastly, we'll bring in you. We're bringing this. I still don't. What does this do? Attack and defend and crit damage of all resonators. Oh, okay. So, funnily enough, you're not forced to, but it's more or less you kind of want to use this with her when she's with her, because these buffs, like the crit damage, works for either of them, but the attack buff only works for her, and it doesn't work for her, right? So, again, you're not forced to do that, but that's just what I'm gonna go with.
Such is that blessing. Join me in accompaniment. Symphony of life.
I took too long on that without canceling that. And then we just ult here.
Echoes.
And we're doing no damage. These guys are beyond tanky. Oh, you see, I'm telling you, like okay, that's not a good idea to run that like that, which I find kind of interesting. I mean, oh, I forgot that she's also... Okay, so this team is not good for this. Let's go back. I'm stupid. I forgot that, like... Because Chisa is such a non-factor in the team. She's just here to be here. I didn't mean to restart there. She's just here to be here to buff Cardathea. Yeah, I wasn't thinking about that. Okay, so let's go back. We'll just bring you, right? You. I can't bring you because Lene is on the second team. But what I could do is bring Lene here. Oh my gosh, that sounds awesome. I'm gonna try this. Okay, so I want this. I'm gonna go with this lineup because it lets. Theoretically, the first in the rotation is gonna be her, and then I swap into her. No, I have to have Lene first because her buffs are more universal. They just hit everybody. Go away, stop. Like that. Okay, that doesn't really matter. So I'm assuming, I guess, the rotation. I haven't used this team, so I haven't thought about it very much. But like, I'm assuming the rotation should be her. No, actually, it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna keep the order in there. It's just playing it. So I think what I'm gonna have to do is her, and then her, and then she'll get all the buffs from her and all the buffs from her. So obviously, dumping them all into Chong-Li isn't like amazing or anything, but it's better than nothing. So we're gonna do this. And then down here, we're gonna go with you. I really want to go with Mortifi, but who else can I use here? Can I use Furlova? Furlova's main purpose here is to give out the... Well, not the main purpose. She's supposed to do a bunch of damage. However, because it's Havoc resistance, she's not going to do very much. This is why you need two of the guns. Who else can I run here? Who else pairs well with Gusta? I guess I'm just going to go with him. It's not that big a deal. I have to go change his weapon. Well, I think... I don't know. What do you guys think? If anybody goes this far in the video, because I get a lot of views and nobody really watches the full videos. But if anybody gets to this point, I'm pretty sure I can get away, because like the way we did that first one, I'm pretty sure I can get away with giving her like a reduced weapon. Should I upgrade this? Because it is kind of annoying not having two sets of weapons. What does this do for her? It gives her a bunch of damage, intro resonance skill. It gives her resonance skill damage and all this other stuff. I guess, does this boost her personal damage enough? It boosted a lot better than this, I have to say. So I'm probably just going to put this on her. Her skill, to make this useful, I'd kind of have to like intro skill, ult, hold basic attack, and then skill again. So I have to make sure try to remember to put two skills in there. Though we are low on crit damage apparently, crit rate I mean, and that's because we don't have crit rate here. As you can see, these pieces are kind of all over the place.
I shall have no one tarnishing victories.
Yeah, I don't. So he does this, and she does.
Got a long bucket list. Good thing I've got time to check every box.
Yeah, we'll just go with this. We're losing a bunch of crit rate, obviously, because we don't have the thing, but yeah, whatever. It's like we're only going to crit half the time, but each time we crit, they're going to hit really hard. So we'll just go with that. Electro and Arrow, when they have a shield, they recover Ember. Yeah, doesn't really matter. They have like these long, complicated buffs. Again, like for if you've been on this channel for a while, like I don't read anything because it just can't be asked. I forgot that I don't have
I call the shots. Go over here. Mark, one more. Need a rise? We shake it up. Together we vanish. My blade yearns. No, take 4 with me. Try
Oops.
that again.
wasting too much time. Let's try that again, like she said. All right, so what do I do here? Yeah, I just have to.
With me. Drive safe. Name your color. Check this out. New look. Tie a
Oh, we have ult up. That's crazy.
My signature. Together we vanish. Mind's eye. Tip of me. With me.
There's ult here. I don't really care. I just need to get as much of my DPS out as quickly as possible. Normally, Lupa's like really good at getting her ult up, but like, my gosh, it's taking forever. So we're missing the energy regen from the weapon, and it's like kind of noticeable.
Check this out. First up, shake it up. Together we vanish. Feathers and cinders perish in flames. My blade yearns.
I did not hit anybody with that. That was not worth using there.
Bird now. Applaud for me. With me to victory. Please, Bill. Boom. Into drive stage. Tie a bow and call that my signature. Marked. One more. Need a ride, sweetheart? Together we
I'm curious how worth it.
triumph through seconds.
What's her name? Linnea's rotation is, because that takes forever to do all of those things in a sequence, and you're not getting a lot of DPS out of it. Now, granted, did we run out of time or did we finish it? I doubt we finished it. How many points do we have? I don't know if we finished it. We may have. Kind of doubtful, though. All in all, not too bad. I actually really like using, like, Augusta with Mortifi is probably one of my favorite combinations. I'm just mainly using Linnea in this team because it's, like, the best one that fits, on top of the fact that, like, I don't have any other place that, like, uses Linnea well enough. Like, she's better in other teams. Like, if I use her on a Kelcharo team, but I don't use Kelcharo, right? As much as I used to anyway. Like, the point being is, like, Frolova and, not Frolova per se, but, Cardathia and Augusta, like, the two main units that I use. So, like, just trying to fit them into those teams is what I'm usually trying to do. Like, my like for Frolova came from the fact that I like using Augusta, and having someone go with Augusta really well was where that came from.
Burn to ashes.
Look, each one of these steps fires out those two little bolts, so it makes me curious, like, do each one of them count as a resonance skill in his, like, extra passive ability? Because that's one of his resonance chains or whatever, I think.
Loading.
There we go. Now we're ulting.
Time.
Fury boils.
And we ult.
Inferno.
And then we ult.
Conquest begins now.
Look at how much damage we just, like, this team just dumps out. It's crazy.
Invincible.
It'd be nice if the camera was a little steadier and it was pulled out a little more.
It ends now. In control. Oath from the heart. Loading. I
And we ult.
embark on you.
Fury boils. Burn to ashes.
Fight by my side. Pathetic struggle.
Wow, that was fast. That's way faster than the other team. I'm telling you, people who say Frolova is not good at this, I'm not going to disagree with them, but I think she's pretty decent. A lot of her hits hit a lot of people. It kind of sends them far to their way, and I think they might have adjusted something lately to it to make them a little closer. Because I am having an easier time now than I used to But I think even still, it's not that bad. Obviously, I don't think she's like attuned to this. It's not her strong point, but I do still think she's pretty good at it. So I'm just personally glad about that. More places I can use for love, the better, right? And then down here at the last one, we can just go back with our regular teams again. We're gonna go with what am I doing here? I'm so confused. I think that fire team plus the Augusta team actually did better than this team, which might lead some credence to the fact that maybe this team just isn't really that good with Cardathea. And I'm not gonna like. Obviously, I kind of know that. I'm not like stupid enough to not know that Cardathea just doesn't go very well. Like, I'm obviously smart enough to know Cardathea goes a lot better with Chacona and a bunch of other, like she goes better with her own units, right? The units that are designed to go with her. I know that, but I like the team just because it lets me use other units that I want to use, right? Like I want to use Frolova, so I'm glad that I can. Again, I acknowledge that I'm running against the grain, but it's not that bad. 'Tis fine, as it were. Let's see. Okay, so, and we have enough buffs to go between the two of them, so we're gonna go arrow damage here, and we're gonna go Toon Rupture down here. Yeah, okay.
Such is their blessing. Heavens, descend! Join me in accompaniment. We with symphony of life. Thus you raise, wails, rejoicing, the soul never entombed. Flicker it into form. Dismantle, structural collapse. Break apart, collapse. Such is their blessing. Oceans, bow before me. Sounding the death knell.
He's gonna ult.
Sweep all the way. Purge the impure. Such is that annihilation. We wither together. Thus, symphony of life. Wails
Look at how fast Frolova's rotation is. It's ridiculous, man.
never
Like, she's off field now. She's done. We did it. We're back in over here territory. It's crazy. It's crazy.
flicker into form. Structural collapse. Cutting through the numbers.
Oh, I didn't get the. Yeah, I didn't get the. There we go. There. That's what I was looking for.
Such is their blessing. Repent.
We're a little late, but it's better to be a little later on the form. Oh my gosh, dude.
Torrents, rage on!
Wasn't one of these swords supposed to give her like super armor or something? I don't remember what it was exactly.
Charge forth with me. My blade, purge all evil!
Come on, am I gonna lose this because of these guys?
Cadence. Halt.
Are you serious? I want to restart that one because such BS. What do I get out of this? That was dumb, dude. Let's try it again. That was so dumb.
Such is their blessing. Do keep up. Symphony of life. Heed the echoes.
They're all just that sound of the tune break thing popping constantly is hilarious to me.
Stress points mapped. Flicker into form. Eye is unraveling. This ends here. Connection crumble severed. Such is their blessing.
At last. Atonement. Sounding the death knell. Furious tides.
You gotta be efficient with your rotations.
Ensemble. Symphony of life. Prepare retreat. Begin. The soul.
Man, Frolova's whole basic attack thing is like ridiculous.
Pluck. Frequent block. A pivotal moment. Flicker into form. Stress points max. Break apart. Collapse. Such is that blessing. Oceans.
Bow before me.
Separation.
Chaos purified. Tides rise and crash. Windstorm. Sweep all away. Heavens, descend.
Annihilation. Symphony of life. Thus, life
Come on, die, die.
no
Thank you. My gosh, man, that was terrible.
Honor cannot be sunk. In control.
Loading. Astral
We'll
modulation.
just throw this up just for the sake of it.
Don't blink. You'll miss the best part. Shake it up.
In control.
Drive safe. That's all you got, Mark. Need a ride, sweetheart?
This is my in control.
Vow from
You just gotta rotate, man. You just gotta keep going.
iron graft you knew.
I didn't get a Augusta ult there, but whatever. It's not that big a deal.
Tie a bow and call that my signature. Go over here. One more. Hey, where's the fire? Shake it up.
Fight by my side. Unmatched. For Septimon.
Then we just ult here.
Septimon.
Oh, see, sometimes it'll spawn them in, sometimes it won't. Sorry, that's my alarm going off.
It ends now.
Man, that was a waste of an ult.
Roars of conquest.
Ordained. Astral
The
modulation.
concerto meter in this game, it's not obviously it's not a bad system, but it's one of the reasons why I like Zenless. Now, Zenless isn't necessarily better per se, but just the kit's designing when to swap rather than like waiting for like a stupid concerto meter.
Shake it up.
Conquest begins now. Undying glory.
Let's see if I clear this. Oh, look, they spawned in. Awesome.
Is enough.
Yeah, we did it. Yeah, I don't know. Just the concerto meter. Like, there's some units where it's just like it just barely feels like it takes too long to charge up. And other units are like, they're more freeform. So while again, I'm not necessarily criticizing the concerto, system per se. I'm just it's one of those things where it's like it's slightly hindering, I think. But yeah, whatever. But yeah, it's like especially a lot of times the with the outro skills, it's not really that big a deal. Like, let's go look at Okay, so all tokens have limited uses. Yeah, whatever. We're just gonna basically do the same thing we've done through the entire thing. So we're just gonna go you, you, and you, and I'm bringing this. What is it? What does the rest of this do? Oh my gosh, what is this? No! When the active resonator deals damage while the burning waves estate, they unleash an AoE attack dealing electro damage equal to this much of their total attack. So basically this is useless. Um that's kind of stupid. Um like the 20% arrow is great for Cardathea, obviously. But like, oh my gosh. For those of you, I don't read these going into them, and that just goes to show you that you don't need to read them. Normally, I'll read them like after. Like if I go in and I don't get the S rank or whatever, I'll read them after to be like, okay, what do I need to do specifically? And then so if I wouldn't have been successful here, I would have gone back and read this and be like, okay, let's not, you know. For some reason, I just felt like reading it ahead of time. But it's important for you guys to realize I don't read because I can't read or because I'm like too stupid. I mean, I am like a dumbass, but the point being is that like I don't read because you don't have to. Why would I waste my time? Like if I could clear this entire thing and never have read this, why would I waste my time reading it? You know what I mean? So it's just one of those things where it's like, keep in mind that like your time is limited and like your brain space, you have a certain amount of like, you know, gigabytes in your brain. You know, it's not gigabytes, it's like petabytes. You know, however much memory you have, like it's limited. It's not infinite. Part of what makes it infinite is that I think there's like certain times it'll disconnect and then reconnect synapses to remake new memories or build new ones. But I'm pretty sure for the most part, you're just constantly filling it, so you're not really erasing anything. So you get to like Alzheimer's, you get like brain degeneration disease and all that stuff. But anyway, the point being that, man, you have limited time on this earth. You have limited like mental space. Like, don't read anything if you don't have to. If you go in and then you can't do it, okay, now let's go take a look at, you know, whatever. But you know, people just look at you like you're stupid because you don't read. It's like, no, I just have better things to be doing with my time than reading giant text boxes. Burning wave state becomes permanent. I might just have to go with this one. Especially because, okay, so burning wave state becomes permanent, 50% more damage overall, right? Let's go back here. If I go here... Okay, never mind. I was wondering if maybe this gave us more burning wave state or whatever. Like, I made it come faster, but that might have been worth it, but... Dealing tune rupture damage. All residents team have their off-tune buildup rate. Oh my gosh. What do you guys think? Do you guys think I should just use this? Because I was looking at this and we get 30% damage attack buff, but like with Cardathea, she even gets 30% crit damage plus all this other bonus stuff. I might just go with that. I don't know. These are all kind of lame. You get 50% more damage here, but you have to wait to hit the first burning wave state, and once you hit that state, then it becomes permanent, right? She's not making use off of the 30% attack damage here. And this team, it's not terrible at building the tune break, whatever, but it's not, you know, a great at it either. It's not like their job. That 20% arrow damage bonus only affects Cardathea here, so I'm probably just not going to use this because not only that, but this also doesn't do anything. So even being nerfed, I still pass the other ones, right? So keep that in mind. All resonators on the team, which means Chisa and Frolova can use this. So I think we're going to go with this. Yeah, we're probably just going to go with this one on both of them. Let's go here, here, not here, here. Where's Lene? Oh, why is she over here? Okay, and then we're going to go... Where's Cardathea? Where's Cardathea? What happened to her? Oh, here she is. I'm like tripping out. Okay. We'll just go with that. I know it's kind of boring just seeing the same teams over and over again, but I mean, you know, if it works, why fix it?
Such is that blessing. Do keep up. We with a symphony of life. Cadence, holt. Witness. Blossoms in wind. Flicker into form. Deviation corrected.
We'll save that ult for the next rotation. Somehow, I feel like I'm doing way more damage. I'm pretty sure we were just taking an L on that previous whatever. See, we're not doing a lot of damage here because we're not inflicting the arrow erosion stacks, but now we are.
Windstorm. Sweep all away. Purge the impure.
Annihilation. We with a symphony of life. Life or death. No alternative. Witness.
Prolova has a lot of Toon Break
In will.
damage for some reason. I'm not sure why, but she does. So, especially that whole basic attack, just like chunks people, man.
Structural collapse.
The cut structural integrity intact.
Oh, I messed up.
Cutting through the knuckle.
There we go. I swapped too early. I couldn't see what was happening. It wasn't my fault.
True form.
There's just a bunch of nonsense going on.
Field at last.
This is the other thing I don't like with this mode is that
Atonement.
the camera is just never your friend here.
Sounding the death knell. Exonerate.
And then we're just gonna ult here.
Purge all evil.
Oh my gosh, our score is trash.
Symphony of life.
I messed up there.
Whales. Rejoicing the soul.
That little pop sound. It's not annoying per se, but like,
Nothingness.
it could get annoying.
Factor. Mark. Exile. In a brow.
Oh yeah, we're not. That was terrible. You have to get like what, 5,000? Is it 45 or 5? One or the other. We'll see. I hope it's 5 because I don't want to have to do that again. But I think the video's long enough at this point that it's like whatever.
Stay behind me.
Loading. Iron graft you knew.
Don't blink. You'll miss the best part. Roars of conquest. In control.
Drive safe.
That's all you got? Woo! One more. Ha! Shake it up. Fight by my side. Invincible. In control. Oath from the heart.
There we go. Now we're talking.
Astral modulation.
It takes a while to get that rotation kind of like where it should be.
Tie a bow and call that my signature. Check this out. Marked. Thanks for picking up. This is my
We just ult and get this out of the way.
winners win. Yeah.
Yep. There's no more.
Honor never fails. Unmatched. Sing of my triumph.
We did not get the intro skill. That's fine.
Iron graft you
Not that big a deal. It might actually mess up the rotation with Augusta later, but whatever.
Don't blink. You'll miss.
That's because Augusta needs to outro. I don't know exactly how it works, but she needs to outro.
Go over here.
And then that buff applies to whoever she outros to.
Shake it up. Conquest begins now.
And it makes her ult easier to activate somehow. I don't remember exactly how. I just... Yeah, see? There we go.
Athletic struggle.
Oh, that guy's annoying.
Chrysanthemum. Yeah. One strike is enough.
Oh, I ate gum. I'm not supposed to be eating gum while I'm doing these because somebody scolded me last time in one of the other videos for. But I accidentally took a piece.
Loading.
It was not intentional, but I did.
Diminish. Drive safe.
This is terrible. I didn't even hit 2,000 with this team. This is just trash, man. Yeah, what a terrible run. This team did way worse than that first team. And I thought this team was going to be the better one, which I find kind of interesting. Let's go back. What do we have to hit? We have to hit 45. I'm 8 off.
The power to split. Merge matter.
Okay.
Understood.
Now, one of the funny things about this whole situation is that every so often, right, when I try using Frolova, I'm like, let's just use her. Every time I do, where are we going here? Whenever I'm like, okay, well, we'll see what happens, and then I try using like Linnea or whatever. Almost every time I try using the fire team, it ends up just being better anyway. We're gonna try one more run with that, and then if not, you know, the video's already getting long enough as it is. So we'll do this run. We hit the 45, great. If not, I'll hit the 45 later. It just takes time to grind it out.
Such is their blessing. Join me in accompaniment. Hear the symphony of life. Heed the echoes. The soul, never entombed. Dead center, rock. Flicker into form. This ends here. Cutting through the numb. Crumble. Heavens, this is such as their blessing. True form.
Revealed at last.
Salvation.
Tides, rising winds.
Ult here.
Sweep all away. Be gone, wicked souls.
Such is their blessing. Oblivion. Absolute futility. Symphony of life. Life or death. No alternative. The soul. Never entombed.
What I should have done was change the
A pivotal.
what's it called? I don't know what they're called here. The tokens.
Flicker into form. Structural integrity intact. Count out.
Just to see if the burning one.
Integrity intact. Count out.
Oh, I messed up.
Break apart.
There we go. That's that again. It's hard to see because he's like his whole body's like blocking you.
True form. Revealed at last. Exonerate. Sentence.
My gosh, am I doing worse than last time? That's insane, bro.
Sounding the death knell. Atonement. Charge for my blade.
This is actually going pretty terribly.
All evil.
Yep, we'll just have to figure it out later.
Ensemble.
Yep. Oh my gosh, it's horrible. Telling you got to keep up the rotation. This is just like a execution speed test. You just have to keep like swapping. Make sure you get everything out as fast as possible. But yeah, interesting. Let's go see how these two do. I'm just curious to see how these numbers are, because if I know I can reach 20,000 with the other team. Look at her, she's doing a lot of damage.
Don't blink. You'll miss the best part.
Nice teamwork.
Go over here. One more. Hey, where's the together we vanish.
My blade yearns. Beckon the divine flames. Break. With me. vanish. Feathers incinerate. My blade yearns. Mind's eye
This, and then this,
reduced to cinders. Sever.
and this. Oh my gosh, beautiful. I'm telling you, this fire team. I think I'm already. I might jinx it here, but I'm already doing. I think I might end up doing better than the Cardathia team the first time, which is the 20k. But we'll find out here.
Into the strive stay. Tie a bow and call that my signature. Go over here. Mark. No look.
I messed up. The rotation. It's off. How could I?
Perish in flames. Triumph through sacrifice.
Did you see how long that took?
Divine flame.
Man, that echo was not good for just sending it out there. Like, you have to really do that and then swap out. I jinxed it! I messed up like twice in there,
Strive stay.
and it ended up costing me.
Don't blink. You'll miss the
How horrifying.
check this out.
Oof. I'm pretty sure this one did better than the Augusta team. Maybe. Let's go back. Let's see if I'm missing anything. Let's go read. Now, in total, they did worse. But this team did better last time. They did worse this time. So I'm wondering, I don't remember who. Yeah, we did about 2,000 with this team. So this one did about the same, interestingly enough. It doesn't really matter. Is there anything here I can read that'll give me some ideas? Stage info. First half, second half. So because these guys are Havoc enemies, we're losing a lot of DPS. Because they're just by nature going to be Havoc resistant. So this first team might have to change a little bit. Let's look at the second team. Are they both the same? Wait a minute. How have I not noticed that before? No, this is different, right? Hocus Pocus, Glacier, Fey, Ignis, Chasm Guardian. No, that's different because there's... No. Yeah, the same. So, are they the same? Do they fight the same enemies? That's kind of interesting. So, here... What I'm assuming over here is there's some artificial ice resistance that they're given. So I'm assuming, okay, so like it's telling you they have ice resistance because they are ice units. Is the only difference here that they just don't tell you ahead of time? That'd be kind of stupid if that's like the only thing. First half, second half. Is this telling you all the enemies that are going to be here? That's just these three? Because if that's the case, then that's probably the main reason why I'm having such trouble with some of these is like for Lova's damage isn't getting through very much, along with Chisa, obviously. I don't know. I'll come back and I'll probably have a video just dedicated to this last floor, but for now the video's already gone on too long, so I'll see you guys next time.